So there is a kind of magic word in the world of makers that it's Fab Lab. And it's a word that is spreading all over the world, and in Europe in particular. And just to give you an idea, in 2012, the first Fab Lab opened in Italy, in Turin. And I think now in Italy, we have, I think, around 15 Fab Labs opened or on the way to be open. Probably one of the best experts in the world to tell us about Fab Lab in Europe is Professor Peter Troxler. Welcome here.
All right, we've heard a lot about 3D printings and the stuff people do. I'm supposed to talk about Fab Labs. I'm minus 3 minutes to do that. Interesting concept. We cannot print 3D minutes right now. Another interesting concept. OK, let's go. That's a Fab Lab that was at an exhibition in Amsterdam. Fab Labs are kind of related to the Maker Faire and Maker Spaces thing. They're kind of related to what we know as tech shops. And people do awesome stuff in those Fab Labs, like molds, like sculpture, laser cut stuff that we just seen before, 3D printed octopuses. They're promoted as being spaces for personal digital fabrication. But I think the idea of personal digital fabrication is much too narrow, because as people, we are imminently social. And we added on top of that technology that helps us to establish and have those social connections, not only in the small spaces where we are actually active, but across the globe. This technology has also sort of spurred a drive in the direction of more individualism and individual use of technology, but also enabled us to share, which then is not individual anymore, but goes again back to that social context. So my question really is, are Fab Labs about personal digital fabrication, or are they more about the social? Are there some kind of social technology as we use it in kind of old pencil and paper ways, or in the more internet-worked social media ways? Is social fabrication something like that? I don't think so. I think social fabrication is more related to that, to play. And we've seen in all those presentations today that there is a lot of joy, a lot of hedonism, a lot of love and playfulness in what we do in makerspaces, in Fab Labs. But it's more than just play. It's what we would call deep play. And the question really is now, OK, personal fabrication, no, it's social, it's play, it's social fabrication. How does that connect to the world of manufacturing that is supposed to look like that? I think the big challenge in what we're doing here and what we're seeing in this big exhibition all around us and what we're doing in Fab Labs is not the emphasis on hedonism, not the emphasis on play, but the connection of hedonism and play with the reality of manufacturing and the clash of those two worlds. Because manufacturing is supposed to be serious, but we're supposed to have fun and supposed to do social fabrication. I'm not in a position to look into the future, but I'm in a position to shorten my talk. I'm at plus 5 minutes now. Making, fabricating, fabbing needs to a certain extent this isolation. This is needed for the mastery of the trade we're in. But there's one important message, and that's the message about social fabrication. And we should never forget that when we walk through the exhibition tomorrow, when you walk into your next Fab Lab, when you listen to the talks that are coming up about Fab Labs. Our duty in this beautiful world, where all this nice and peer-to-peer technology is going to appear, is to make that world really happen. And it won't happen by itself, because we're not bacteria. We have to put force into that and put intention into that. And I would want to close with a statement by Hannah Arendt, who's going, action, as distinguished from fabrication, is never possible in isolation. To be isolated is to be deprived of the capacity to act. And this is my call for all makers and fabbers, to get out of their cocoon and to connect and to act, to make that better world. Thank you.